That part I will explain. And the other kind of things which I'm not going to discuss here. So I'll discuss this many days and carefully listen. Today, I'll give complete meaning of what is the use of Numpy and the technical aspects I will explain. So carefully listen and try to get everything. What I'm discussing in this Numpy. So first, introduction to Numpy. Introduction to Numpy. Next, I'm going to talk about it. Advantages of Numpy. And next, and before that, in the introduction, I will come across. In the introduction, I will give you a few lines about history, who developed this Numpy module and what is the use of it. I'll discuss. And the next term, installing what? Numpy module. Installing Numpy module. Advantages of Numpy in data science. Advantages of Numpy in data science. And next term, very frequently asked questions, differences between you know, traditional list and Numpy module. Okay. Next I'm talking about importance of ND array. And next I'm talking about the types of arrays. And this is a concept. Arrays are not there in Python. Originally, Numpy, Python does not contain what? Arrays. C language contains arrays. What is array? Who knows C language here? Quickly. Online students, am I audible? Students, I did not ask you. Sorry, students. Online students, am I audible for everybody? I forget them. Online students. So, I'm just continuing my session. Okay, students. Daily I used to ask. Today I'm in hurry of introducing the subject. Okay, students. Now, who knows C language here? Still fearing a lot. Come on. White t-shirt. Do you know C language? I hope you know that. You know. Forget, huh? You know C language, correct? You know, I know that. You forget, correct? Studied first year, correct? Yeah, I understand. Forget, huh? Good. And then చూడంగానే చెప్పేస్తా, I heard that talent. So many students know C language. You also know C language, right? Do you remember now? Remember. But, okay. But if I start now, again they will get tension. Okay. Leave it. So, arrays concept, because if I talk now seriousness, I want to explain very seriously this topic. This arrays, what do you feel is collection of what? Same? Girls, come on, correct. Same data type. That is called the first blunder answer. Array is called, not only you, even our sir also will say like that. An array is a collection of similar data type. There is a blunder. An array is a collection of similar type of values, not data types. In Python, I will show you the reality of arrays. So types of arrays, I'm talking about 1D. Any topic we touch, we see the miracle part in that. 1D. What is 1D? You are already gold medalist. Next is called 2D. Next is called what? ND. That is called multi-dimensional. Nobody will explain that. Now we will enter into the class. We'll discuss types of arrays. How many types of arrays? 3 types. Just what is array, I will take care. I don't want your basic. Just I will see here and there what they know. What you know, I already know. But I don't want to take your basics. I don't want your basics. That is virus. And you don't feel it. It's real I am speaking about. Right? In my 9 o'clock recently started. one HCL employee is there, he is coming offline. He's having 18 years of experience in automation engineer. He's saying that, he's saying, and so many things which I don't want to say in the class, because he's saying virtually, sir, what we are seeing after selecting in interviews, this much of basics are there. Every student can do very well in interviews. So lack of basics and they are unable to do the projects. That's why these days lack of layoffs are coming. So once these basic, that person got an opportunity of 3, he is also removed employee from that company only. 3 months they gave a chance of upgrading Python and come again back. So that is his version. And he said a lot of things about the basics in software companies, how we need to come out of it. So of course he appreciated about our class basics and everything. And of course we need to. So types of arrays, we'll talk about it. Next I'm going to talk about ND array, importance of ND array, number of approaches to create an object of what? ND array. What is ND array? I will explain to you. Number of approaches to create an object of ND array. So many ways I will explain. Next term, operations on ND array. Operations on ND array. There I am talking about basic indexing and slicing. Basic indexing and slicing. Next is called what? Advanced indexing and what? Slicing. Advanced indexing and slicing. Next is what? Selecting random elements from ND array. Selecting random elements from ND array. Selecting random elements based on condition. Selecting random elements from ND array based on condition. Next I'm going to talk about arithmetic operations on ND array. That is nothing but what? ND array. It's nothing but matrix operations. Matrix operations we will talk. Next, statistical operations. Statistical operations in programming of data science. Standard deviation, variance, all those things. So next we are talking about, so statistical operations. Next I am talking about copy versus view of ND array. Next, adding, next is called deleting, what? Modifying the elements of what? ND array. This is, and many more things we will talk. These are all called various chapter names. I wrote it. So to tell the introduction only, it will take for me at least 1 hour 30 minutes. And in 1 hour, Numpy is over. And anybody is learning data science, in your classes, maximum they talk about 1 hour. Because after survey only, I will say this point. Pandas, they will teach only 30 minutes, which is completed. Because of that, you can't do anything else. That's why I want to say in detail about this. When you are going for further upgradation of your things, when you go for it, you require it. Yes, Hardev Singh. Yes, correct. So now I'm going to talk about. Yes, spelling mistake. Yes. So Sravanti, basic and what? Basic. Advanced indexing and slicing. Basic indexing and slicing. And we'll do this many number of things. This is our index. Now I want to talk about what is this Numpy module is. A small historical development I will explain. Of course, I will explain it, students, but I may not be writing everything for you. I will be giving the original documentation for you. Because already you understand our note style or not. If I starting typing again, it takes a lot of time for me. I will explain. Whatever I explain, same words and same lines will be there in our notes also. Because I am explaining this by keep practical knowledge in the mind. Practical things only I am explaining in the class. So same sentences will be there. Start up. Good. Coming to the data types in Python. How many data types are there in Python? 14 data types are there. Which data type is the richest data type? Which data type is the richest data type? List. List. So don't say for everything like that. You also say list. How many? 14 data types are there. Out of that, which data type is the richest data type? List. List will contain so many functions, right? How many functions are there? 12 functions are there. You remember that functions? Yes, we did that. We did some functions. Now, I am asking a question straightforward. Go to your environment of this. Now I am asking a question. Go to the Python environment, straightforward, directly to the subject I am entering. LST is equal to, I am writing 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90. What is this called? List in a list. We already had so much of discussion. List in a list, set in a set, so much of discussion. Set in a set is possible or not possible? Huh? Not possible. Why? Because set in a set writing, indexing is not possible, slicing is not possible. We can't locate the inner parts of the set. That's why it is not possible. Okay, no? Good. You are remembering. Nice. So now you see print of what? LST and the type of what, students? LST. Carefully understand, students, and don't feel that and Numpy is difficult. You feel like in our class it is like a data type because we created that much of basics for you. Well, now I am talking. I want to print this data. How do you print it? Come on. For row in where? LST. First, what will come? This row, this will come or not? Next, this will come. Next, this will come. Okay. Print of what? Row. Row. Is it looking like a matrix or not? Looking like matrix or not? So, organizing which values? The elements of this in the form of what? Matrix. It's looking like a matrix. What is the matrix? Collection of rows and columns. 3 rows are there, 3 columns are there. It is called 3 by 3. 3 rows, 3 columns. It is called dimension. Right? Well, now I am taking one more thing, students. One more thing I am taking. One more element I am taking. Something like LST1 I will take, students. LST1. 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9. See, students, I am going to print the same data, LST1, and then say here print of this row. And this is also printed what? One more type of matrix. 2 matrices. Now somebody will ask me, is it possible to add these 2 matrices? Possible? Possible? Possible. Okay. Tell me, how do you add? LST2 is equal to LST plus LST1. LST means this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 90. LST1 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it possible to add matrix addition? Come on. So LST1 plus LST1, LST plus LST1, this matrix elements plus this matrix element. Is the answer is like that? Is the answer is what? 11, 21, 22, 33, 44. Come on. 44. Next is called what? 55. Next is 66. Next is 77. Next is called 88. Next is called 99. Is the answer is like that? No. No. Then how it is? How it is? This answer will not come like this. So this data is just working like an extend function. Do you know extend function? So it is going to merge both of them. It is going to merge both of them. Print of what? LST2 you say. LST2 you say. It is just merged. It is just merged for a row in where LST2 print of what? A row. It is just printed. Two matrices are merged. But my requirement is what? Matrix addition, matrix subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Possible or not possible? That means Python programming never allows operations on matrices. So matrices means what? Organizing similar type of elements, something like this. So such a type of similar elements are something like we can call it as, in C language point of view, we call it as arrays. So arrays meaning is what? Homogeneous meaning. Arrays meaning is what? Homogeneous. Array English meaning is called homogeneous. Array of students, array of faculties, array of mobiles, array of animals. Array means what? Homogeneous organization is called array. So such a type of arrays concept not available directly in Python. So Python is having old version, some module is there called array, which we don't want to discuss. That is already gone. It is outdated. What is the trend is using now in coming days and everywhere else in data science? To deal with an array based computing, we will go for which module? Numpy, we will go for it. So Numpy is most popular for dealing with what? Arrays concept plus all sorts of complex mathematical operations can be performed by using Numpy. Are you able to understand? So now how do you deal this matrix addition now? You have to write what? In Python, you can write normal Python, you can write what? Take the first element and take the second element, you can add or not. How do you add it? How do you add it? You can write a for loop. In a for loop, you can write what? Take third matrix and you can add this 0, 0 and add this one, add these values. Each element you add it and finally you will get the result of the matrix, which is a complex code. To do this matrix addition, you need to write 12 plus lines of code you need to write. 12 plus lines of code you need to write it, which is very complex, When you come to the modern facility called Numpy, I can just write only one operator called what? Plus. Just students, now I'm going to use it. So try to understand first of all, one entry point I want to enter into the Numpy. So Numpy is most popular for what? When somebody asks what is the purpose of Numpy, two things you need to tell. One is Numpy provides array-based programming. First thing. Number two, it will provide complex mathematical operations can be performed. Complex mathematical operations can be performed by using which module? Numpy module. That's why the name itself says that numerical Python. What is it is called? Numerical Python. So Numpy is meant for what purpose? Array-based programming plus complex mathematical operations can be performed. Do you have any function in list to add the two list values? Come on. Two list values cannot be added. But we are having, that is only 12 functions are there. We are having only 12 functions are there in where rich set of data type called what? List. When I come to Numpy, there are so many number of mathematical operations are there. Some hundreds of functions are there in Numpy. So compared to list traditional Python programming, Numpy will provide a lot of additional functions. I may not be giving all the function names now itself. When I'm entering into the subject of it, you can understand one by one. Okay, now? So first thing, what do you need to understand? Numpy purpose is array-based computing plus complex mathematical operations can be written in a simple lines of code. Just one example I told you. Matrix addition, matrix multiplication in normal Python will take 12 plus lines or 15 lines of code it will take. When you come to Numpy module, I will write only one line of instruction, that's it. So one line instruction is better or 12 to 15 lines of instructions better or one line. So when I enter into that, at the end of the class, you will get why Numpy is most popular compared to list, because internals I will show you in the list class. Okay. Now, how to set up this type of Numpy? I can do. I will come back once again. With the plus operator, I used it, which is merging this. Within few minutes, I'll come to NumPy and I will add them and I will show you in single line. Now, I'm going to give you students, as you know that NumPy is not a predefined module of what? Is not predefined module of which language? Python language. NumPy is what module actually? Third party module. Third party module, students. It is one of the third party module invented by, now I am writing, students. It is covering history also. Invented by Travis Oliphant, Oliphant. Travis Oliphant in year 2005. In year 2005 only available. In 2020 onwards, this NumPy becomes more popular in data science, in AI, in many of the machine learning modules. This concept is very important. Well, and before this, third party module means what should I do? You need to install or not? So that we must install which modules? Third party modules by using which one? PIP. Already you installed third party modules, Oracle or not? Come on, install please. Come on, students. PIP install NumPy. This NumPy module getting downloaded from where? Git, and already you know, and GitHub. And I already told you during what time? CX_Oracle MySQL -connector. At that time only we discussed it. Any third party modules when you are going to install, these modules are kept into this Git and GitHub version control system. They kept it. So when you are installing this pip install NumPy, you can install in the command prompt. Listen, students, Hardev sing. You can install in command prompt. You can install in PyCharm. You can install in Jupyter Notebook, anywhere else. But when you go to the Jupyter Notebook, data science people who are explaining data science, they prefer to use a Jupyter Notebook because Jupyter will provide a lot of predefined modules, lot of inbuilt modules, because it is providing rich set of modules by default. You need not to install. By default, it is available. I will show you today in all these places. Let us go to that. Let us go to the command prompt once. Let us go to the command prompt. Directly, let me enter into the subject. So install pip. Come on, students. Install. What is this now? NumPy. So my system is already containing internet connection. So I'm saying pip install NumPy. If this module was already installed, you will be getting, already told you, this requirement already satisfied. See this. If it is not installed, it is going to be saying that installing collected packages. So it is going to show you collecting NumPy. It is going to show successfully installed NumPy 1.2.24.2. So this is nothing but what? Successfully installed. Are you able to follow? How can I check it, sir? People list, I will say. People list. What is this NumPy there or not? NumPy. In the list it is there. Sir, how do you see that? What is the use of it? People show. What are the students? NumPy. People show NumPy. This is already shown you. Come on, all these things. What is the name of the module? Version is what? 1.2. Summary. Fundamental package for array computing in Python. Somebody asks you tomorrow, how do you do arrays applications in Python? What do you say? By using which module? NumPy module. NumPy module. Bhavani, yesterday you asked me, how do you deal with arrays in Python? By using what? NumPy. So home page is numpy.org, like a python.org, numpy.org, third party person. What is the author name? Travis E. Oliphant ETAL something. And nobody will ask you, just to remember, because in the day one onwards, I am using this name. Right? So you can remember it. Even you cannot forget. You may forget your friend name, but you cannot forget this. So this is called what? Something like this. Fundamental package for what? Array computing in Python. Array based computing can be done by which module? So not only arrays I am explaining, I will deal with a lot of other operations also. Not only for array computing, it can be used for complex mathematical operations also can be computed. Shall I move forward? Well, so is it easy to deal with installing Numpy or not? Yes. Now I will go to Jupyter Notebook. If you want, I can go to this place. You can enter. See, my dear students, first time, maybe I said or not, I don't know. You can install Jupyter Notebook after going to home. What you will say? Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. Here it is available. Here you see. You can type it. Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook download. You see here, you will be getting. So Sagar Thakur, how to install PyCharm? So Sagar Thakur, I will tell you more. Don't worry. At the end of the class, in the doubt session of online students, I will explain to you. Okay, now? Already I told you that. So Anaconda distribution. First one you see from the www.anaconda.com. You click on this. Go to the right click and see the new tab and see students. You are having Anaconda distribution right side, and you click on where? Download. For Windows, it is 3.9. Still Jupyter Notebook is using 3.9 because 3.9 is what? Secured. Already you know, beginning days. 3.10 still under bug fixing stage. 3.11 also under bug fixing stage. So bigger IDEs will not take the bug fixing stage related things. They will take what? 3.9, still it in that. So is it match case will work on it? No, it will not work because I already shown you in the beginning days. It will not work on this Jupyter Notebook because it is using what? 3.9. You can click on where? Download. It can click on download. It will be downloaded quickly, but during installation, it will take 15 to 20 minutes. It will take to install. Downloading is easy. You know how to download and all. And you can install. Double click on that. It will take what? 15 to 20 minutes. It will take to install. Are you following me? So you can install this now. Are you following? Once you install, on the screen, on your taskbar, you will get this type of thing. You will get like this. Jupyter Notebook, you will get it. This is a symbol, you will get it on the taskbar, on your desktop, sorry, on your desktop. So you double click on this, So one console is opened. Immediately, it is a browser-based IDE. It is a browser-based IDE. This is an interface which is showing to you. You can click on new to work with the Jupyter Notebook, new, and say what? Python 3. You click on where? New and then Python 3. When you click on it, it will be opening the new environment for you to deal with it. If you want, you can save this. Notebook name, you can save. Like you know, KVR Numpy. I am just saying this name. So it is just going to be saved your details onto these values. Are you following me? How do you install now? You need not to install here because it is already there inside only. How do you see that? Pip what? List. Pip list you say. Directly you see what is the value. Star indicates that it is under the process. From alphabetical order it is there. So many modules it will provide students. Coming to the point back. It is going to be somewhere else available called what you know, Numpy. Somewhere else in alphabetical order. So here it is available. Numpy is available here. So here it is available. Numpy. It is available here. 1.21.5. So this is the one. You need not to install. Even it is available CX_Oracle also. You might be have seen it already in the class. CX_Oracle also you have seen it. Right? So now you want to go for it. So if you are interested to see that, what is that? Pip install. You can say this. Pip install. What you can say? Numpy you can say. If you say this now, what is happening? This requirement already satisfied. You will get it. This requirement already satisfied. That means it is already there. So to use this NumPy in our programming, what should I do, my dear students? So we need to import it. We need to import it. Come on, start with now. Import NumPy as NP. Shortcut NP. So which is going to come? I say print of NP dot NP dot underscore version underscore of. What is this underscore version underscore is called? If you tell you are great students, మీరు గిన ఇది ఆన్సర్ చేస్తే you are great. If you answer my question, you are great. Huh? Very good. Stand up. నేను కరెక్ట్ విన్నా నేను కరెక్ట్ విన్నా కానీ నువ్వు రాంగ్ చెప్పావు. కూర్చో, తప్పది. ఇట్ ఇస్ ద రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్. ఇస్ ఇట్ ఎ కన్స్ట్రక్టర్? వాట్ ఇస్ ద కన్స్ట్రక్టర్, మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్? అండర్స్కోర్ init underscore of self. When they ask who is your faculty, don't tell my name, please. Is it? So, is it a constructor? No. Who can answer this? NumPy? నేను ఆన్సర్ అడగట్లే. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ అండర్స్కోర్ version underscore? You can't answer it now. Yes, Shoaib Khan is very perfect student. Shoaib Khan is a perfect. It's an attribute. It's an attribute. Sir, it's an attribute. Harshita is very good. What is this now? Alias name. Alias name. Dot what? You see. Variable name only. This is looking like a variable name. In beginning days, a variable name can start with either alphabet or it can start with underscore. It is a variable name. Where I taught that? If I am going on feeling like that, I cannot move forward. Because students are like that only. What can I do? You tell me. So modules. Where can I go for it? Modules. Somewhere else I'll go for modules. Under that, number of approaches. Topic name is number of approaches to reuse modules. Under that, you see first syntax by using import statement. You see here. I am writing there. What is this? Alias name dot variable name. Alias name dot function name. Alias name dot class name. So here, if we come back to this area, here I am writing underscore version. It is an attribute. What is the version? 1.2 to 1.5. A module is a collection of what? Variable names, function names, and what? Class names. Not answering. Almost we are coming to 80% bracket. So if you don't answer it, what can I feel it? So if I ask this, you will say constructor, destructor, Amirpet, Delhi, Mumbai, etc. So what can I do, students? So coming to the point of it, which I already said, only Shoaib Khan and Harshita, only 2 students answered. Rest of them out of order. Still today, as on today, 246 students online, almost 150 students in offline. So not answering. Shoaib Khan, that is you are asking so many days onwards. Okay, we will see that later. Nothing to worry today. So coming to the point of it, now I am going to say, move to the further. Now I am going to enter. What is this NumPy? Alias name. What is this underscore version? Attribute name. Now, what is the module is? NumPy module is a collection of variables, functions, class names. Shall I move forward now? Yes. Coming to the point of it. Now I am going to move forward. Close this part. Now I am writing. Coming to this place. Now I am going to enter into next level. Why this NumPy module came into the picture so powerfully in the data science level? Why these advantages? What is this meaning? 1 minute I will speak that, and you know how to install it. When you come to the Jupyter notebook like this, you need not to install. By default, it is present. Well, and you know, before this NumPy, of course, this is a small history also I want to discuss. before NumPy, there was a module called, there was a module called numeric library, which was not able to solve many complex mathematical operations. So that it is revised by what? Revised by Travis and its affiliates. Affiliates means what? So many people who are helping him and its affiliates, and released in the year 2005, on the name of what? NumPy. So are you able to follow? And nothing to worry about it. Just remember the name of the person, how to install, that's it. Now, coming to the point back, straightforward. Now I'm going to coming to the picture. So NumPy is called one of the module. Definitely module will contain what? These are all the things known to you. What it contains? Variable names, that is called attribute names. Next is called what? Function names. And next is called what? Class names. Class name means you already know what is a class. When I look at a class in my mind, immediately picture should come. Instance data members, class level data members, instance methods, class level methods, static methods, constructors, destructors, everything should come in mind. Inheritance, every oops must be loaded in the brain. Is it loading? When you close your eyes? No. Why? Not reading. But from my side, nothing is single mistake. Everything I taught, no? Yes. Now, from my side, I don't want to keep any single mistake. I want to create my subject, whatever is designed, I'll explain perfectly. Okay. Then, in this NumPy module, how the data is organizing? In Python programming, how the data is organizing? In the form of 14 objects. In the form of what? 14 objects. In NumPy programming, I'm going to give you one most important sentence directly. In NumPy programming, NumPy module is meant for what purpose? Basically, for array organization and to perform the complex mathematical operations easily. In NumPy programming, data stored in object. In Python also data stored in objects only. In NumPy also data stored in where? Object. Behind of every object, what exists? There exists a class. What is the class name of this object in NumPy? There is a class name existing, that is called what? Class called NumPy.nd array. Very regularly asking question, what is nd array? What is nd array? Is a class. In which module? A module is a collection of what? Class names also will be there. What is my class name? Nd array. Of which module? NumPy module. NumPy dot what? Nd array. What is an object here? In NumPy programming, all the values, total data stored in one object only. Make it everything clear. In the total NumPy programming in data science, data stored in only one object. Python stored the data in 14 objects. But in NumPy, data stored, everything stored in where? In only one object. That object is of which type? Nd array. Now, what is Nd array? Once again, everybody, is one of the predefined class in which module? Whose object is meant for storing the data in which programming? NumPy programming. And one more thing is nd, the word nd. In the word called n, d stands for n-dimensional. 1D, 2D, and what? nd. One-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional arrays, n-dimensional arrays it can store. So tell me how the data stored in NumPy programming? Either one-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional arrays, or n-dimensional arrays it can store. and people will ask these questions in interviews. See students, after the Python course is over, put your resume in Naukri, Monster and Freshers World and LinkedIn job portals. 80% you will get a lot of calls. And in that, in the Python round, they will ask at the end, they will ask this NumPy and Pandas level questions also they will ask. If you answer it, you will be getting directly offer letter. And in that companies, they will give you some extra training for you on data science. They will try to assign you as a data science related modules kind of things. Sometimes they will expect rest of the 20% you need to learn data science for working into other kind of advanced things. Okay, na? In data science, totally Python coding only will come. Whatever we discussed is same Python coding will come. If they did not open the direct code and they did not show. If they open direct coding, we cannot do anything. How I am writing the coding in the class? I am typing the coding totally in the class. Are you following that? So they should not open the code directly. They have to write the coding in the class in front of students. If they open the code directly, you cannot understand. Right or not? So first we need to go for explain the algorithms, then modules, and then implementation using Python. Okay, anyhow. So ND array is called what? One predefined class, which is allows us to organize the data in the form of one-dimensional data, two-dimensional data, and n-dimensional data to do what operations? For array of values organization, for array of values storing, for array of values storing. So in simple words, I am going to give a conclusion that ND array is one of the predefined class, or it is used for storing the data in the form of one-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional arrays, and then n-dimensional arrays. Let me go to the practical environment once. Go to this Python command prompt for a minute. Once again, I am going to give a conclusion. All of you carefully observe it. LST1 in a simple word. Now I am going to take it. One more thing. LST2 I will take it. There is one more LST2 I will take it. See students, LST2. I already said to you, LST3 is equal to what? LST1 plus what? LST2. It is just combined together there. LST1 you print it, LST2 you print it, LST3 you print it. What is happening? It is merged or not? So with the traditional list, what is not possible? Matrix operations not possible. But for me, I want the matrix operations. So traditional Python programming cannot do. What will do? Numpy programming can do. So now I am going to convert the traditional Python objects to what? I am converting into what? Numpy programming I want to convert. So I want to convert which data? List data into Numpy programming. I want to store the list data into Numpy programming in one object or not? Which object that is? Just now I said ND array. So I'm going to convert this into ND array. Can I do now? Okay. Now say what now? Import numpy as what? NP. What is NP? Alias name. You can write your own name also, no problem. NP. Done. Because already I installed or not? Yes. Come on. A is equal to, don't worry about it what I am writing. I am writing something. NP dot. Of course, you are a very talented student. You can understand today also. Array of LST1. LST1. What is this LST1? Traditional Python objects which contains an inner list. I am converting this LST1 into which type? Which type? Okay, Praveen, I will show you, I will show you. I will come to that. First basic level, I will come to the Jupyter notebook also. Even I am very much interested to go to Jupyter notebook. I'll come to that. Praveen, please give me some time. NP dot array of LST1. So I'm converting this LST1 into which type? Into an object of A. So coming to this. Parveen ma, okay mama, Parveen, okay, good. I will come to that. So now I am going to say A comma, what is that A comma? See, type of what? A. A comma type of A. What is this A? Data. Which data? That entire thing stored in the NumPy in the form of which programming? ND array. So see that data now. It is called what? What is this ND array? Class in where? NumPy. Module name dot class name. Of what is this class name? What is the class name? What is a? Object of which array? Very good. Now I will convert. Next, only A you print it. Only A you print it. What is this is called? Array. So ND array is nothing but what? An object organizing the data in the form of arrays. You go on listening carefully. You'll get very good knowledge at the end of the class. What is ND array? Today I'm not talking anything else. Only ND array, ND array. Okay, done. Next I'm going to take it. One more thing I'm taking. B is equal to LST of 2 I'm saying. Don't worry about this array. I will explain in the next class. LST2. Print this B, students, once again. B comma type of B. Again ND array is an object of ND array. Print only B. This is called ND array. Last and final A. Last and final B. Now I will say, come on. See, after all, how easy it is. C is equal to A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. See, my dear students, print of what? C comma type of C. Beautiful. What is this also? See that. What is the addition, my dear students? You know already, I hope so. 10 and what is this? 1, 11. 20 plus 2 is 22. 30 plus 3 is called 33. And every value is added to that and then getting the result. Are you following this? This is called what? Matrix addition. Is it easy to write or difficult to write? Whereas in Python programming, you think it is difficult to write the addition code. Go to one more thing. D is equal to, how simple it is. NP dot add off. How simple it is. LKG student can read. NP is a module name. Dot function name. A comma B. What is A? ND array object 1. Spell out. What is B? Another ND array object. Adding both the matrices. Keep the resultant in where? D. Print of what? D comma type of D. What is it? It is called a ND array. Once again, I am getting or not? So there is an add function you can do. There is a plus operator also you can use it. Plus operator is an after all arithmetic operation. That operation I can implement with what function? Do you have any such function in list to add the matrices? So list is greater, NumPy module is greater. NumPy module is easily we can perform these operations. And my dear students, once you learn this type of thing, now there is a programming called R. Sometimes in data science you will come across R programming also. R programming you can learn very easily once you know this Python NumPy. R programming is one more is there. Very rarely you will come across. That R also you can learn very easily once you know this basics of Python. So coming to the point of it, tell me students, now I am going to introduce slowly. Who is having richest functionality, NumPy module or list object of NumPy module? Let me enter into the further. Go to next style. Same example, I would like to show you as some of the students are expecting. Same type of mechanism. I will do it in the Jupyter notebook also. I will do it. Coming to this place, just paste it here. LST2 also I will get it from here. And I am going to paste it here. And then print of what LST1 comma type of LST1. And the next of print of what LST2 comma type of what LST2 you say. And then run this. Shift enter is called what? Run. Or you can click on which module? Run module also you can do it. So list data printed or not? Now I am converting into K is equal to, already I imported my module or not? NP dot array of LST1. Okay. V is equal to NP dot array of LST2. I am converting my traditional Python objects into ND array objects. ND array objects, yes, converted. You print off what? K. You print off V. You see students, both of them. V you print it, and it is of type of, you print V also, and print what you know, K also you print it. See students, and answer this. It is first matrix is printed in the form of one array, and it is called what? ND array. Printed in another way, this is called ND array. Two ND array objects are there. Now I want to add it. How do I add it, students? K plus V. K plus V. Print of what, students? R comma type of R. Type of R. Am I getting the addition or not? Not only this, I can do a lot of operations. You can just print R also. You can get array of that R will be coming. You see? This type of operations are not there in which object? In list level, this type of operations are not there. So list is more in functionality. ND array object is more in functionality. Right. Let me go for whether I have to go to list or ND array. Some more merits, let me tell you. Because compulsory question in the interview point of view, they will ask you, what is the use of going for ND array compared to list? Coming to the point. Now, LST is equal to, now I am coming to this important point, students. Come on here. 10, 20, 30, 50, 60. 60. How many values here? Something like 70, 80, 90. 25, 45, some 55. How many elements? 12. Print of what here? LST. Type of what here? LST. Just to see this. Are you following? Now, I want to find out in memory point of view, which one is taking more memory and which one is taking less memory. This is also one important point. Numpy module is great, more perfect. List is, why I am taking list always? Because other data types are not richer than what? List. So list is the more functionality one. So how do you find the space of this LST which is taking in many memory? Out of order. So memory space of, yes. So coming to that. So memory space of LST. So online students are saying wrong answer. Come on. Get size of. Okay. But perfect answer. Sys dot get size of. All the students in online, some of them are saying size of, get size of, get a size of. So I will write it, get size of what? LST. So it is going to give you definitely error, right or not? Import sys. See students, what is coming? 152. Where I was explained this? ఎక్కడో explain చేశారు మీరు class లో. So I explained this concept in the destructors. 142 bytes of memory space minus 46, 48, minus 48, like that, 0, long ago, like that. There is the concept. Explained or not? Explained. Now you remembered. So everything is there in your brain, but that is absent brain, that is. If I say, yes sir, you taught. But when you go to interview, you enter interview and you are coming out without answering. I was standing outside. What is your interview? Sir, they asked a question, get size. You did not say. You saying something. I thought at that point now. Yes sir, you said. But already interview is over. What you can do? You lost your opportunity of exploring by yourself. That's why always in your hand, good subject is required, so that you can get the career anytime. Okay, 152. Now I am converting into what? Come on, convert. ND array. Come on. I am writing A is equal to NP dot array of what? LST. My dear students, carefully understand. Print of A comma, type of A comma, sys dot, come on, get a size of what? A. Lot of faculties will tell ND array object will take less memory space, always they will tell. Why ND array object is most popular? It takes what? Less memory space. Say once, ND array object is what space it will take? Yes. You don't tell like that. It is wrong answer. It is not a perfect answer all the times. I will show you the ways and means of how to answer it. Don't tell conclude it. ND array always takes less memory space. List is useless and only ND array is something like academic answers. No. You have to tell so perfectly. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. What is the memory space you got it? What is the memory space you got it? 152. Previous memory space also what? In this case, what do you say? Are they equal or different? So list also taking 152, A also taking what? So who is taking less memory space and who is taking more memory space? No. Shall I move forward? Can I move forward? Will you take that ND array object takes always less memory space? No. Let me give you one shocking point for you. One shocking point for you. Direct statement. Now I am taking only like this I am taking. Only like this I am taking. And I will take directly this data. Here I will write it. Here I am writing like this. I am printing LST only 4 values. Now I am taking LST get size of comma I am writing. Careful students, all of you must understand me carefully. Now see students, what is the answer is coming? 120. Come on, convert the same sentence you carry once again. Which data you are carrying? This recent LST data. How many values are there? Now convert it into ND array. Please see carefully and understand one amazing answer. What is the answer is coming? Still 120. Are you following me? Right. Come on now. LST is equal to, I am taking what? 1020. 1020. I am taking. Now I am writing the same line once again. Same line once again. You see now. You see now. What is the memory space? Right. Now I am taking the same mechanism here. You see the same mechanism. What is happening? Come on. 72 is taken for which memory space? The ND array is taking for these two elements how much space? Who is taking less memory space? List. Who is taking more memory space here? ND array. If you tell that answer like people are saying, if like person like me showing this answer, what is our face? Black. And you can't see that. You can't see the person also. Blank is black. Black and you cannot visible because everything is showing in front of you. Blank and adi vere amayakatvam adi. Innocency. So wrong answers are called like that. Are you able to follow? Let me tell you. Shall I go to move forward? So see, I am showing some different context. 152, 152, 120, 120, 120, 120. Such a small data taking 72. Small data converted into ND array 112. Who is taking more memory space now? Yes, follow me. Follow me carefully. Now I am going to carry. Take care, students. Now I am writing 10, 20, 40, 56, 78, 80, 90, 123, 456, 80, 789, 112, and then 45, 68, 90. Okay. Next, say something like 56 and 78, etc. See that. What is the memory space? 184. Take care. Now I am going to write. Take care. Now what is my recent list? LST is called this data only now. I am converting the data into which type? ND array. See the very good answer now. What is the memory space? Come on, what is taking? Still more memory space is taking. Still more memory space is taking. Will you say that it is taking less memory space? When you answer like that, it is a dangerous for you. That's why don't answer whatever you like it. Now I am going to take it. Now I am going to take it. One more thing I am going to take it. See, my dear students, now I am taking. Take care. Now I am going to say, what is the memory space? 184, because earlier there is a comma is there, dot is there. Now I removed that 56 comma, integer data I took it. Everything is the same manner I took it. Now I am going to take it, this mechanism, right? Now see the very good, amazing answer once again. What is the memory space? I got it. What is the memory space you have? What is the data I am having? 168. Come on, come up. What did you understand? What did you understand? Next, last and final. Last and final. One more time. Last and final. I am writing 1 minute. Don't get tense. Now I am writing comma. One more time also I am writing. Very big data. Very big data I converted. Very big values are there. And I put it in where? LST. What is the memory space? 312. Convert into which type now? ND array. Convert it into ND array. See, my dear students, very good answer you see. What is the memory space? What is the memory space? Then what is your answer? Now you have to tell. If the data is large volume of data is coming, go for what? ND array. If less volume of data is there, go for what? List. More volume of large volume of data, which is the best to store with less memory space? ND array. Large volume of data, if I store it in list, what will happen? More memory space is taken. More memory space means performance is less or not. So what is your answer in the interviews? When we have large samples of data, better to organize the data in the form of what? ND array. ND array. MD got the ND. N number. If you take MD array, they will ask who is your faculty. So don't tell my name. ND array it is called. Are you able to follow me? So when do you go for list and when do you go for ND array? When small sets of data is there, go for what? List. When more amount of data is there, go for. If they ask what is more amount of data, you open your laptop and explain like this. So he will convince with your answers. Okay, now? This is another difference. Next. Shall I move forward? Online students, did you understand up to here? Yes. Ajit. Very perfect. Small sets of data go to list. More amount of data go to where? ND array. They will ask you, ND more amount means 10 values or 15 values or 20 values. Don't give any confirmation. 10 values or 20 values. If you give confirmation, they will think that you don't know anything. Large volume of data means what? Uncountable number of values. Stars in the sky. How many stars in the sky? You ask the question to the interviewer. He will say, I will organize the data in where? ND array. Number of students in the class, I will organize in where? List. Understand this point? So, in our data science level, for data analysis and some sampling of calculation purpose, you'll get some thousands and lakhs of values will come. That time you'll go for what? ND array. Not recommended to store it in list. Shall I go for one more? Well, coming to the point back, LST is equal to, see my dear students, 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. Print of what? LST comma, type of LST students. Observe it. This is my given data. This is my given data. Now I am going to say, LST is equal to LST plus 1. What do you mean by this? LST is equal to LST plus 1. Once again, A is equal to 10 because you are small students. A is equal to A plus 1. What is an answer of A? 11. What is LST? 10, 20, 30, 40. Plus 1. What is an answer? Come on. Type error. Okay. Option A, type error. Option A, type error. Option B, 11, 21, 31, 41. Option C, value error. Option D, syntax error. Okay, option D badalu ila istan. And I'll go for what? 10, 11, 10, 20, 30 and then 1 and then 1. I will write it. 30, 40 and then 1. Merging. What is your answer? Merging. I expected you will go for this only. That is a perfectly wrong answer. So, this type of operation, what is the meaning of this is, each value of A decided to increment the value by 1. each value of A, decided to increment by 1, but unfortunately list will not support this operation. This type of operations are known as what? Vector based operations we can call. Spell out. Vector based operations are not permitted on which object? List. With an unique value, with a single value, you are trying to update each value of the list, which is known as what? Vector based operation, which is going to give you an error. What is that error called? Type error. Can only concatenate list to what? List, but not with what? Int. Are you understanding? Okay. Coming to next term, you convert this LST into which type? ND array. NP dot what? Array of what? LST. You print A, students. A comma type of A you say. You see now, what is this 10, 20, 30, 40 coming or not? You say A is equal to what now? A plus 1, and print of what now? A comma type of A once again. You see 11, 21, 31 it is going to come. 11, 21, 31. Is it incrementing every value of A or not? That means ND array performs what operation? Vector based operations. Who will perform? ND array. Who will not perform? List. Can I move forward? Yes. Take care, students. One more most wonderful point. Come on. LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90. 15, 25, 35. Yes. Print of LST. Print of LST. What happens, ma'am? Bracket. Okay. Now I will write it. Type of LST. Already you know that. Now this is my given data. Dear students, today I am speaking something more about that. This is my list data. See students, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on, right? What is this now? LST. This LST will contain one ID or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that already we know in our basic program of Python. Do you know? In this LST, this is my LST. This is what we learned in our class. Do you know? Internally, each value will have an ID also. It is a list address. That is a total object address. In that object, value also will contain what? Addresses. In general, this is my LST. This is my LST, which is containing an address called XXX123. And these are my values. What are my values? My values are what? 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. are there. And everybody will think that this is 0 index, first index, second index, third index, etc. How these elements are available? Consecutively they will think, right or not? But strictly speaking, they are not available consecutively. They are available at, these are indexes which are given. But actually this address is there in some place. This address is not available immediately. It is available totally random place in the main memory. And if this address is there at 123, if this address is there in 694, this 30 is there into where? 1045. This 40 is there in where? 2560. The addresses, the values of the addresses of list are what? Totally scattered. Totally scattered. That means you are the elements of my class. You are sitting in different chairs where there is a lot of gap is there. Is it easy to process or difficult to process? Difficult to process because they are available what? Randomly. Can I show you? See, let me show you. For value in where? LST. What is printing ma? Value comma ID of what? Value. Each value ID is coming. Please look at that, my dear students. Please look at, my dear students. So observe it. 10 is available 9936. 20 is available in where? 0256. 30 is available 0576. The 40 is available 08. Is it the same address or different addresses? Are they consecutive or scattered? Scattered. Is it easy to process or difficult to process? Difficult to process. One student is there in Bangalore, one student is there in Mumbai, different locations they are in. Different locations they are in. Is it easy to process or difficult to retrieve and process? Difficult. Please convert this into which type? ND array. NP dot what? Array of what? LST. Print of what? A, comma type of A. Just I am printing it. I want to print the data of what? ND array. How do you print it? For value in where? A. Print of what? Val comma ID of what? A. Do you know, student, value of val? I need to write, not A. That means these values of this ND array, do you know, it is the main memory. You know, at a certain address, some values are available, students. Certain address, some values are available. In another cluster, some more values are available. This address and this address are consecutive. Pakka-pakkane untai, consecutive. Another scattered values are available in some more address. These addresses are consecutive, like our house numbers. When I show you, you can understand. You cannot understand the word of English. Come on to the point. 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 25. What is this? 8976, 8976, 8976, 8976, 8976, 8976. What is this is called? 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, and then 25. What address? 8976. Is it easy to process or difficult to process? Another type of scattered values are available in where? 2048, 2048, 2048, 2048, 2048, 2048. That means my students are available in 2 rows. Easy to process. Tell me, ND array is easy to process, or list elements are easy to process? Yes, you have to tell this. What are the merits of list ND array compared to list? List values addresses are scattered. It is easy, it is difficult to retrieve, difficult to process, takes more time. Whereas ND array elements are what? Clustered. Yellow students, yellow student, sleeping. Correct? Stand up. Sleeping or not? Yes, come. Sit here. Come here. Fast. Tell me what is this addresses? Sit there. Now, is this elements are clustered or not? Yes. Now next list elements addresses are what? Scattered. So scattering elements retrieving is faster. Clustered values retrieving is faster. So which one is fast to retrieve? ND array. Retrieving the data from list is what? Slow, because their addresses are available in where? Different places, different addresses. Did you understand this? So when you are saying this point, you have to show practically. I will ask a question. How do you justify that? ND array elements are fast to process and list elements are fast to process. And first I will ask a basic question. List is fast to retrieve or ND array is fast to retrieve? And by mistake, they will say list is fast to process. And we can say that nothing fit for anything else. Out. ND array is fast, and if they say, show me practically, they will ask you. No, sir, I read only notes, I came directly. Please go there and do the example and then come. You have to show like this. That's why when you go to Python interview, carry your laptop. Provided you must practice it. Without practicing, if you carry your laptop, power off and problem will come. So, are you following me? What is this now? What are the differences? Are you following? Large volume of data, ND array better. ND array allows what? Vector based operations. ND array elements are fast to process because the data is what? Clustered. Next, beautiful example. One more example I will tell you. Can I go to next example? Yes. Next one I am going to take up. So ND array objects are faster. List is faster. Yes. Now I will go to one more example I want to say. See students, LST is equal to, of course, I want to carry this data. LST, I am going to take it. Okay. Now I will see students, carefully understand. See that. How many elements are there in LN? LN of LST, how many are there? 12 elements are there. Okay now? Now somebody asked me, Please organize these elements in the form of a matrix. 12 elements. 12 elements can be organized in matrix. Matrix means what? Rows and columns. 12 possibilities are what? 4 into 3. 4 rows and 3 columns. 3 rows and 4 columns. 6 rows into 2 columns. 2 rows into 6 columns. These are all called what? Rows and columns means what? 2-dimensional. 2-dimensional. I can take it in this way also. What is that? 2, 3, 2. This 12 can be expressed as 2 matrices. Each matrix will contain 3 rows and 2 columns. Ardhangala. 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12. 2 matrices with 3 rows and then 2 columns. Are you getting? Next, here I am writing 3, 2, 2. 3 matrices. Each matrix is what? 2 rows and 2 columns. This is called what? 3-dimensional. 3-dimensional, which is simply called as what? ND. So, it is not possible to shape your elements like this. You cannot reshape the elements of what? List. You cannot reshape the elements of what? List. Are you understanding this? Fine. Saurav Kumar, sir, while working with PyCharm, getting attribute error. Might be written wrong answer. Might be written wrong spelling. If you post it, what you are getting, I will write it in the PyCharm and I will show you. Saurav Kumar, please keep your error in the chat box. Now coming to the, which point I am saying? Which point I am saying now? What I am explaining? Reshaping. Can I reshape the elements of LST? Do you have any function in LST of reshaping the data? No. We have only 12 functions are there. Whether you remembered the 12 functions or not, I don't know. I told already. Okay, insert, add, append. Add is not there. Append is there. Add is not there. Add is there in set. So append is there. Append, insert, remove, pop off index, copy, sort, reverse, index, count. These many functions I said. Extend. All those things I said. Now come to the point of this line. What I am taking, convert into what? A dot. I cannot do LST dot what? Reshape. See students, reshape. Reshape is one function. Assume, for example, 3, 4. It will give you error. Reshape attribute error will come. Attribute error is coming. LST object has no attribute called what? So how do you do that, sir, now? Okay, simple. Come on. NP dot array of LST. Okay. Print of what now? A. Type of what now? A. See that it is called what? Horizontally my data is showing. It is called one-dimensional data. Which data? How do you print the one dimension, sir? How do you print it? N A dot, what is A? Object of end array. A dot ndim. Dim ante dimension. N means which dimension? N dimension. Which dimension? You are questioning. Ndim is one of the attribute present in where? End array. What is A? What is A? A is equal to what? ND array of A dot what? ndim. What is A? Object of ND array. ndim is an instance data member in the class of ND array. ndim is what? One of the instance data member in where? ND array class. It will print 1. 1, 1. 1 means what? One-dimensional array. Today I am talking about the overall meaning of what is ND array. Why should I go for Numpy? Understand, students? Go to, I am going to say, I want to reshape my data. How do you reshape the data? I am saying np dot, or directly I will write A dot, what is the function name? Reshape of 4, 3. What is A? Object of ND array. Object name dot function name. Which function? Reshape. Reshape. నాకే భయం అయితే ఉంది మీరు చెప్తా ఉంటే. I'm feeling very much fear about it. Reshape is an instance method of what? ND array class whose object is what? Oops. Go to oops. Everything in Python is oops only. So what is ND array class? What is that object? A. Object name dot function name. Instance method only na. S is equal to student of S dot read student values. What is that read student values? Instance method. A dot reshape of 4,3. What is the reshape? Instance method of which class? ND array. Whose object dot reshape? Beautiful. See now, my dear students, what is the answer is coming? 4 rows, 3 columns coming or not? That I will write it. Still, A is printing. Still it is printing horizontal line only. So I want to say same thing. I will write it. A equal to A dot reshape of. I am reshaping and keeping my result in where? A. Print of what? A comma type of what? A. See students, it is what type again? So ND array can organize the data into 1-dimensional. ND array organizes the data into where? 2-dimension. Sir, once again you call it, sir, A dot ndim, it will print to 2. 2 means what? 1 row, column. Row and column organization is called 2-dimension. See that now? What is that answer? 2. 2. If you are looking like that, I am getting a doubt about it. 2-dimension. Now you are getting what? There is 1-dimension. Earlier, what is this? 1-dimension. So many things is coming in my mind, because if I say all at once now, you will get confused. That's why slowly I am giving the subject. There is one more way is there to reshape the data. And all at once I don't want to say. That is the next episode. Today, slowly I am going. Next. Can I reshape the list values? No. Can I reshape the ND array object values? Yes. Now, come on. What is this? What is this shape? Shape dimension different. What is your dimension? Right. This is what is the dimension 2. There is one more attribute called what? Shape is there. Shape. Shape is an attribute. Shape, D type, ndim. I will tell you in the next episode. When I say shape, it will give you how many rows are there? 4 rows are there. 3 columns are there. 4 rows are there. 3 columns are there. That is called what? Shape. See that, students? 4 rows are there. 3 columns are there. What is the difference between dim and ndim and shape? Ndim will give you number of dimensions. Shape will give you number of rows, comma, columns. Understand? Tomorrow you will get confused. I know that. If I ask you after the class when you are getting the steps up, what is the dimension and the shape? You will say reverse order. Because I've seen so many people. You are also equal to them only. అట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోకూడదు ఎప్పుడు కూడా. సో ఇది ఏదో ఐఎమ్ లిజనింగ్. వేర్ ఈజ్ యువర్ హౌస్? దే విల్ సే, ఓ పెద్ద చెట్టు ఉంటుంది, ఆ చెట్టు దగ్గర మా ఇల్లు అని. నాట్ లైక్ దట్. నాట్ బ్లైండ్ రూల్స్. యూ హావ్ టు సే దట్ what is the shape? Rows, comma, columns is called shape. Number of rows and columns counting is called what? Rows plus columns. Row plus column. 1 plus 1 is called 2. మీకు అర్థం కాదులే కానీ tomorrow I will tell you. You are out of order because this is a mathematics of matrices. I'll tell you tomorrow, don't worry. Now I will go to one more. Yes, ma. Samir Ranjan Naik, I'm coming to slowly. I want to show you that. Which one? 3-dimension. Because I want to teach you perfectly this topic. And more than whoops, I said. More than whoops, I will tell you. More than whoops, multi-threading, I'll tell you. More than multi-threading, I'll tell you. Any topic comes, peak level, I will tell you. Come to the point. Samir Ranjan Naik, come on. A is equal to A dot shape of 6, 2. 6, 2. reshape of, see students, reshape of, print A ma, print A. What is that now? 6 rows and 2 columns. Understand? Well, next, A dot, one more way I can say you. Today you watch it. All my feeds in circus, you watch it. Later I will go for one by one, I will come. And I am writing here 3 rows, comma 4. 3 rows, comma 4. A you print it. 3 rows and 4 columns coming or not? You can just do with ND array, you can play like anything. Are you able to follow? Yes. Come on, now I will do. One more thing I will do. A dot T, I will write it. A dot T, transpose of a matrix. Transpose. You see that. What is that? Rows becomes columns, columns becomes, yes. Are you following this? Now you print A, original A only printed. If you want to modify, A is equal to A dot T, very regularly asking question, how do you transpose your matrix? Next, multi-dimensional array I am going. Shall I? A dot shape is equal to, I already told you, 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2. What is the meaning of 2? 2 matrices. 2 matrices. Matrix 1, another matrix, another matrix. Total is called one more. This is called what? ND array. In this, how many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? Here also 3 rows. How many columns? This is one matrix. This is another matrix. 2 matrices. With how many rows? 2 rows. And then 3 rows and 2 columns. Print it now. Print it now. Print of A comma type of A. You see, student, what is this now? Coming or not? How many matrices? First matrix, and next is what? Second matrix. Next, how it is available in the memory, you know? How it is available in the memory, you know? Just to see, my dear students. This is my matrix. What is the data here available? This is the data available. Okay, one extra I wrote it. One extra I wrote it. And this is my data. So this is my data. Having this. What is this now? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. One more matrix is available. What is this now? It is having what? This is 70, 80, 90, 15, 25, 35. Do you know? Internally, this is linked with this. 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 It is looking like what? Cuboid. Now interviewer will ask you a question. Please take the 70. Please take the 30. You add both of them, they will ask you. Nobody can answer it. Get the data of what? 70. Get the data called this value. What is this value? 40. You please get this. Please get this 70, 15. And please get the value called what? 10, 15. How do you get the data? This is called ultimate coding. I will explain this. You ask any person and ask them to retrieve it. You cannot get it. So this is what I will explain. So Samir Ranjan Naik, this is the data. One more time, let me reshape it. What is the next reshaping? Come on. 3 matrices. 2, comma 2, comma 2. You say print of what? A, comma what? Type of A. All of them. See, 3 matrices. Each one is what? Yes. A dot. Endim. What is that endim? 3 dimension. A dot what? Shape. A dot shape. What is this? 3, comma 2, comma 2. Easy or difficult? Easy. Shall I move forward? Yes. Now, what did you understand about the list and ND array? List one side. List less memory space for more, less memory space for less samples. More samples of data, ND array. ND array supports what? Vector based operation. ND array will take what? Less processing time because the data is scattered. Addresses are consecutive. And next is what? List elements cannot be reshaped. ND array elements can be reshaped. Understand? Good. coming to, now I'm going to take up one beautiful example. So, good evening, sir. Can you tell me Google Classroom code, sir? Okay. So now I will come to the class. LST is equal to, now I'm writing 10 comma, take care students, KVR comma, 34.56 comma, true comma, I will take this values as what? 2 plus 3j I am taking. This is my data. What is this data called? List. So far we are talking about array, right? Array means which values I told? Homogeneous data. But here I am having what? Heterogeneous data. Different type of values are not? Different type of values are there. Can I organize in C language arrays? Tell me, I don't ask C language questions. Can you organize or not? Similar type of values are called C language arrays. Correct? C++ arrays, Java arrays, same type of values will be organizing. Will you organize like that in other language arrays? No. But in Python, we can organize. How to organize it? I am going to say. A is equal to np.array of LST. Dear students, according to other languages are arrays. But here it is called what? Allowed. Do you know how it is allowed? See, my dear students, it is which type? Int type, str type, float type, bool type, and then complex type. Which is the higher data type there? Come on. Which data type will support converting all the values into one common type? str. So internally, all the values are converted into promoted to what? Higher type values automatically promoted. PVM will promote automatically these lower type values to what? Higher type values. What are the higher type values in the given data? str. I am going to talk about. Tomorrow class I will explain internal data types of C language. You know only C language data types. I will tell you internal data type. That is no use at all. Int 16, int 32, int 32, int 64, float 32, float 64, Unicode U32, U16, U64. I will explain this type of data type in next class. Today, don't worry about it. Coming to the point of it, now see print of what? A comma type of A. See students, what is everything? Come on, understand what is this? Everything converted into which type? str. Which type? Is it nothing but all elements are treated as which type? str only now, which is organized in where? That means even though we are organizing different values in ND array, they are automatically promoted to other type of higher type. Did you catch this point? Yes. But you may ask a question, sir, I don't want to convert into which type? str type. I want to treat my data type as it is, as it is only. Are you following me? So, int is a friend of what? Int is a friend of str, float is a friend of str, true is a friend of str, complex is a friend of str. So, everybody will follow the str friend. But so 10 is not a friend of KVR. 10 is nobody is a friend of anybody, because all of them are the support of one of the super type in Python. What type it is? Int. What is this? str. What is this? Float. What is this? True. Bool. Sorry. What is this? What is this? Int, str, bool, and etc. are called classes. Who is the boss for all the classes in Python? Object. In Whoops I covered. What is object? Object is object. Object is a super class for all the classes in Python. So nobody is a friend to each other, but everybody should listen the boss. So I'm writing. See, my dear students, once again I will get it. Once again I will get this data. See students, I will write it here. Print of what? LST. See this data. Here I am writing print of this A. Now see this. Carefully observe it. Here I am writing. Copy this value. While I am converting this value, I will write here in the I will write here. What I am writing? Object I am writing. You can write within the double quotes or you can write simply like that. Now you see, done. Print A, students, print A. Is it same thing treated as it is the same thing or not? What is the D type? And every value is treated as what internally? What is the object? Super type of all the types. That means ND array is a homogeneous or heterogeneous. Even though I add different values, it is converted to what? Similar type. What is a similar type? Huh? Object type. Which type? I have to tell you one example. You are going to a vegetable market. You filled a lot of items in your vegetable market. Lot of items are there inside. So many vegetables are there. And your friend is there in middle of it and asking, what are you carrying? What you will say? Inside of the bag, so many 10 vegetables types are there. And your friend is asking, what are you carrying? What you will say? What is the vegetable? Super type of all the vegetables are not. You are not saying X vegetable, Y vegetable, Z vegetable, etc. You are not saying specific type. You are saying what? Super type. Are you following? Is it a similar type of values or dissimilar values? Even though we add dissimilar values, they are internally treated as what? Object, which is a common type of all the types or not? Tell me, internally all these values are which type? Are they homogeneous or heterogeneous now? Homogeneous, because internally treated as which type? You understand my English? Even though I add which values? Heterogeneous values, internally treated as in the form of what? Homogeneous in the form of object. Are you understanding? Can I add different values to ND array? Yes. Internally treated as what type? Same type. What is the type? Object type. What is the object? Super type of all the types. That is called importance of ND array. Would you like to go to ND array or list? ND array. So now I am going to tell you one important lecture for you. Today I'll say here, I'm having one small example here. Watch it. What is the difference? And the last and final one more example I want to show you, students. One last and final example, because almost time is running out. See that LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Print of what? LST. Okay. Print of LST. So print of LST. See, students, what is the index of 10? 0. How do you modify? LST of 0 is equal to what? 100. 100. Print LST here. Is it 100 is printed or not? So list is mutable or immutable? Mutable. Okay. A is equal to, you carry this. You carry, students. Okay. Coming to the point, LST. A is equal to NP dot array of what? LST. Okay. Print A. Done. What is the index of 10? 0. Come on, check it out. A of 0. What is the value? A of 0 is equal to 123. 123. Print A. Is it 123 done or not? So ND array is mutable or immutable? Good. List? Mutable. How do you know that? We have seen it. Come on. Whatever is explained, everything I put it in the form of good documentation. Sweet notes. Similarities of Python traditional list and an object of list used to store multiple values of same type, different type, both the types with what? Unique and in Numpy programming also, data organized in the object of ND array, which is one of the predefined class in Numpy module. Hence, an object of ND array can store same type, different type, and both the types in where? Have you seen it? Come on. Yes. Next up. Objects of ND array and list are what? Changes can? Yes. Differences between Python traditional list and ND array of Numpy. An object of a list contains both homogeneous and heterogeneous values, whereas an object of ND array can store only similar type of values in the bracket. Even we store different values, internally they are treated as what? Similar type, by treating all the values as which type? Yes, this is compulsory question. Next, on the object of list, we can't perform vector-based operations, whereas on the object of ND array, we can perform vector-based operations. You have seen the example. Next, in a large sampling of data, list-based applications takes more memory space, whereas ND array object takes less memory space. Already you have seen 152, 152, like that. Next, list-based applications are not efficient because object values are taking more time to extract to retrieve. They are available at where? Different addresses. Whereas Numpy based applications are efficient because ND array object takes less time to extract or retrieve because they are available at where? What is that meaning? Clustered. List objects can't perform complex mathematical operations, whereas object of ND array can perform complex mathematical operations like multiplication in one line. In further so many examples I will tell you. Did you understand? Yes. Come to the one more small thing I will say. Advantages of using Numpy. One small point. And you are very much hurried to run away from my class. I will not leave you because it's most important. So, need of Numpy. With the evaluation of data science, data analysis libraries like Numpy, SciPy, Scikit, Pandas, etc. have seen a lot of growth. With much easier syntaxes than other programming languages, Python is the first choice language for the data scientist. A plus B, how easy it is? Easy or difficult? Easy. Come on. Numpy provides a convenient and efficient way to handle vast amount of data. Numpy is also very convenient with matrix operations and data reshaping. 1D to 2D, 2D to ND, ND to 2D also, 2D to 1D also. I can reshape. Numpy is the fast, which makes it reasonable to work with what? Large sets of data. Come on, advantages. With Numpy programming, we can deal arrays 1D, 2D, mathematical dimensional arrays. Numpy maintains minimal memory space for large sets of data. Numpy maintains less memory space? No. Numpy maintains what? Minimal memory space for large sets of data. Green t-shirt, adjacent. Stand up. Green t-shirt, adjacent. Adjacent. Oh. What I said, tell me. Are you listening? Don't fold the hands. Tell me what I said. Are you listening? Are you listening? Don't tell lies. You think that sir will not observe. Here, who am I? That is important. Tell me, don't touch, because I want to take, because I am observing 15 minutes onwards. You will think sir will not observe. My mind is multi-threaded. Class is going on, observation is going on, concentration, programming, everything. Are you listening? What is the use of Numpy? Tell me. Your friend and yourself chatting like you are a college, BTech first year, doing some intermediate mindset. Don't feel. Because if you don't listen my class, how you can survive, student? You stand up. Stand up. And wearing some necklace in the chain. Okay, not Bluetooth. Okay. Tell me, what is that? What is the use of Numpy? If I don't ask question also, nothing will happen for me. But if I ask a question, at least I can take your alert. You are good students. Need to listen. All the way you come to the class now. What is happening if you listen the class? Correct? Listening, both of you. Want to go? Want to go? Feeling hungry? Say, you wasted my time also. Sit down, both of you. Come to the point. Numpy maintains what? Minimal memory space for large sets of data. Next is what? Numpy provides fast in performing operations because internally data is available at where? Same addresses. Numpy performs array-oriented computing because Numpy meant for what? Array-based computing. It efficiently implements what? You write a code in C language for 3-dimensional arrays, you cannot write it because even your source also will not tell multi-dimensional arrays. In C language, you just reverse. They won't explain. They will tell matrix, they will stop it. Let them answer multi-dimensional arrays, they won't tell. Even Balagurisam book also does not contain that. Next, it performs what operations? Scientific computations it can do. Next, it is capable of performing reshaping the data and stored what? Numpy performs many inbuilt operations like various complex mathematical operations like statistical operations it can do. I will explain. Financial and trigonometric operations also it can perform. That's why Numpy is most important one. Understand? So this I will upload it. And some history is there. Some history is there. It's already crossed this. Timing is over. 8 o'clock, 1 minute. How to install Numpy stands for, this is in front. At this time, this is very simple. Third party module, installing, history of Numpy, numeric library. Hungunian is a father of this. Travis Oliphant is developing this. And this Numpy module developed in the language called what? C and Python. In which year? Numeric library developed by Hungunian is a scientist of this. And later this Travis Oliphant is revised this numeric library and released what module? Numpy module. It's a small history. Right? Like a Chandamama Kathala antidi. Right. Coding is this part. That's why I show